Hello and welcome back to Football Manager 2022 with Dover Athletic in the Vanarama National League, but hopefully not for too much longer. The regular league season has finished. We have finished in 5th place. We are going to be up against Stevenage at home in a one-shot qualifier for the playoff semi-finals, I think. If we win that, we are going to be playing probably Yeovil. I think that's how it's going to work. If we win that game, we'll probably be playing Yeovil. How did we finish 5th? Well, if you look at our last few fixtures of the season, we basically won everything. It's because I kind of had a home formation and an away formation. At home, we kind of alternated initially. We played the 5-2-3, and then we changed to a 4-4-2 away and the 4-3-3 at home. And it worked. It just worked absolutely perfectly. Stevenage then will be our first game of the episode. Notice I'm saying first because hopefully we win this one and we might have 2 more. But not only that, some transfer business has taken place. We have loaned in 2 players from Blackburn, who are our feeder club that we've never managed to use. We have signed Jalil Saidi, who is a footballer who can play as a centre-back, central midfielder or a defensive midfielder. He's on loan until the end of the season, and I think he's just a very, very useful player to bring in. We've also brought in his Blackburn counterpart, Dean Laird, an 18-year-old striker/winger. Can't finish, he's only got 9 finishing, but I think he's going to do a very good job for us. He's already scored 3 goals in the 6 appearances that he's played for us in the league. We will be seeing him today against Stevenage. The starting lineup for the Stevenage game then. We are at home. It's a one-shot deal, so therefore we're playing the 4-3-3 formation. Joe Fry in goal, TJ Bramble, Zach Orr, Leon Pambu and Nathan Ralph at the back. It's going to be Matthew Craig, Dan Malone and Zach Brown in midfield, Dean Laird on the right-hand side, Jack Spong up front, Rob Street as our striker. The bench you can see, Jalil Saidi is also sat on the bench. We will probably be seeing him. Actually, we're going to see him now. We're going to play him as that half-back because Craig needs a rest. We're also resting, Lewis Payne as well, which is why TJ Bramble is playing. I kind of don't want to rest them because this is a must-win game, but also, if there's ever a game that we should be able to rest, it's this one, which is in theory easier. Probably shouldn't have said that out loud. Realistically, this is kind of a no-lose situation. Obviously, we want to win, but if we don't win and we get knocked out by Stevenage, we just had a very good season. We shouldn't be this far up the table anyway. So, I mean, I want to win the game. I want to win. I want to get promoted into league football. But if we don't, next season, we should be able to put on an even better fight for ideally automatic promotion. 1 minute on the clock. Stevenage do have the ball. Reed forward. Finds Daly. On the left-hand side, goes backwards to Reed. On the left-hand side again is Ravan. Ball forward. Daly again. On the ground finds Davies. He's got number 4 behind him, which is TJ Bramble. And the ball's managed to find its way underneath Joe Fryer. 1 minute 22 on the clock. We're 1-0 down. The commentary said there that Stevenage score a counter-attack. In what time did we have an opportunity to attack ourselves? It has not started well. 20 minutes in, Stevenage once again with the ball. Spencer Adams to Reed. Long ball finds Davies on the left-hand side this time. 3 in the box, crosses in. Back post is Borkovic. Hits it just over the bar. Remains 1-0 to Stevenage. We need to get ourselves back into this game. I'm going to switch it up to positive. Players playing poorly. TJ Bramble on a 6-3. Nathan Ralph on a 6-4. The fullbacks being exploited by the looks of it. Free kick for Taylor to take. 10 minutes left of the first half. Townsend West to Borkovic. How did Fry not save that? It's 2-0 to Stevenage. I think the season might be over. What is going on here? They've scored twice with an XG of 0.3. Really? Spong with a corner for us. Pambu's probably at the front post. It is Big Leon Pambu and he's hit the bar. Okay, they've changed not short corners, near post corners, so they still have the chances but never score from them. Sidey has the ball, he's ran it around for a little bit, half-time whistle goes. It is 2-0. 2-0 to Stevenage, and we are not very good at the moment. I'm going to thrash my arms. What was that? Get your act together, lads. We are playing poorly. Nathan Ralph is on a 6.2. Fryer's on a 6.2 as well. I was genuinely not sure whether to play Garrett or Ralph, and I went for Ralph. I think I might have made a mistake. Laird with a ball at the back post for us. Tries to cross it in. Can't manage it. Stevenage clear their lines. We are 3 minutes into the second half. Or to Leon Pambu. Runs forward through the centre circle. The big Frenchman. Zach Brown over the top towards Laird, but can't manage to get it over the defence. And Stevenage once again passing the ball around. Lovely through balls. Hot knife through butter. That's what I'm trying to say. Joe Fryers. Everybody, this was probably Joe Fryer's last game, because all 3 of those goals probably should have saved them. If I had a sub-goalkeeper on the bench, I'd be bringing him on. I genuinely would be bringing him on. Right, TJ Bramble, what do we do? Garrett for Ralph. Bramble needs to stay on. Malone's having a shocker, so we're going to do Jordan McAneff. And we'll also do Jack Spong for Gary Ballard, because he's on the left-hand side. All of our subs before the hour mark. We are 3-0 down. We're 3-0 down, and we haven't been particularly... Well, I say we haven't been bad. We have been bad. They haven't been particularly good. They've just scored 3 goals because our goalkeeper has decided he wants to stay in the conference. At this rate, he's probably not going to have a club. I'm tempted to fire him after this. Garrett's gone for a run down the left-hand side. 67 minutes. There is still time, but it's... There's not time. There's not time. What are we trying to do here, lads? Daly's got the ball. He's running towards goal. Fryer's finally made a save. He's done one then. He's actually saved something. They've had 4 shots on target and he saved 1 of them. I don't even know what to do here. We went undefeated or won every single game from the last 6 or 7 games of the season. And then we get to the playoffs and we lose 3-0. 3-0 to a terrible goalkeeper. Basically, that's our fault there, is Joe Fryer. Joe Fryer lost us that game. He's cost us promotion. That was embarrassing. And Joe Fryer? With a TH? Joe Fryer, I'm throwing that at your face. It looked down and uninspired. I'm not surprised, lad. It's all your fault. Right, Joe. Joe, buddy, you're getting paid £525 a week. You are losing £1,000 for that because that was absolutely horrendous. Also, TJ Bramble, you're going to lose £1,000 because you are not £1,000, 2 weeks fine because you also got a 6.2. I would fine Nathan Ralph, but he doesn't get paid anything, and I've also just hit the spacebar. Joe Fryer feels his fine was unfair. TJ Bramble feels it was unfair. I don't care, mate. You were absolutely horrendous. Absolutely horrendous. Well, the season's over. We're going to go forward, I guess, until the end of season review. And we are going to have to do a fair amount of business in the summer to just try and bolster this squad. I mean, it's not a bad team, but we need a new goalkeeper, for sure. Joe Fryer just isn't it, is he? He's actually done all right, but he's just not there, is he? We need a better goalkeeper. We probably need another right back. We need a few more defenders that are arguably good enough to play a lot of football. I want to try and extend Sidey and Laird's loan for another year as well. But that is all going to come, obviously, in the summer. Let's go forward then to the end of season awards. That didn't take long, literally the next day. I feel like this is the worst time to have an award ceremony, just after you've lost 3-0 in the playoffs. So, what have we got? Best transfers, Jordan McAneff. Really? 6 assists, 3 goals to his name. Leon Pambu, 4 goals, 1 assist for the big centre-back as well. Obviously, it was quite a big season for transfers. 12 assists for Malone. Most of them were corners. And then, obviously, they changed how corners worked, so that's not ideal. Bunch of players going out on loan as well. Luke Pearce is an interesting one. 14 goals in 29 starts for Hemel Hempstead. That's nice to see. Daryl Claridge at Canvey Island, 11 goals. Moise Cromer, still here, by the way. Never kicked a ball for us, I don't think. 10 goals as well for Canvey Island. So a few players going out on loan. Jack Langston as well at Concord. 5 goals, 8 assists in 39 appearances as well. Well, even though we ballsed up the playoffs, the board are delighted that we managed to get there. So that's one good thing, I guess. They wanted to avoid relegation. We finished 5th. FA Cup, they wanted us to get to the first round. We got to the third round and then obviously lost against Middlesbrough. Never played a home game. Never played a home game in the FA Cup. And the FA Trophy, we just got smashed by Torquay. Again, didn't play a home game. Financially, it's not looking particularly great, is it? We've obviously picked up more money just from being in a higher league. So we've picked up about an extra, £70,000 in matchday commercials money. Competition money's also trebled, which is pretty decent. Corporate and hospitality's doubled. Broadcasters doubled. Sponsorship has dropped down just a little bit. And shirt sales, apparently Spong is the man that everyone's buying the shirt of. And that there is our overall best 11. It's pretty obvious, isn't it? The only real question mark, which isn't really a question mark, is Don Ballard. He just kind of dropped out of the side because of injuries and things like that. And then, yeah, we brought in new players like McAneff, Laird and things, so Ballard didn't get the opportunity. But that's pretty much the starting 11 that we played for most of the season. Who's picking up the awards then? Zach Orr gets Fans Player and Young Player of the Season. Signing of the season, Jordan McAneff. Goal of the season and top goal scorer, Rob Street, 28 goals. Considering he went on quite a dry spell in the middle of the season, 28 goals is ridiculous. I think he's technically top scorer in the league, although he might be overtaken because of the playoffs. Spong with 17 assists. That's pretty good, isn't it? 7.5 average rating for Zach Orr. That's also very good. And then Rob Street, Jack Spong, Joe Farrar, obviously he's basically our only goalkeeper, 25 clean sheets. And Gary Ballard, the youngest ever goal scorer, 16 years old, 270 days. The overall best 11 then, we've got 3 players look like they've joined it. So Matthew Craig's come in that half-back position. TJ Bramble, I assume, is onto the bench. Yes, he is. And Daniel Malone is also probably on the bench as well. Yeah, he is. So, I mean, we're starting to see the current squad as our overall best squad. We're getting there. Jamal Loza, somehow. I'm not even sure how you're still in there, mate. You were terrible. The big bit of news that we've been waiting for, kind of big bit of news anyway, is our wage and transfer budget for next season. £21,000 a week, which is, I mean, we are well under that. So we can invest quite heavily in wages. We've got some transfer budget as well, which I don't think we're really going to touch. We are, if we have a look, and if we go, is it contracts? Contract offers, there we go, that'll do. So players who will be leaving the club, I'm going to give Ralph a permanent deal. I'm tempted to give Ollie Wright a permanent deal as well. Phipps and Hinchwood, probably not so much. So Goodman is going to leave at the end of the season. So is Loza, so is Drace, so is Sendles White. Zach Brown, I'm trying everything I can to get him to sign a new deal. He doesn't want to do it, so Zach Brown is probably off. Tyler Garrett, I feel like you might be on the way out as well, although we could probably give you a little deal. No, fair enough. Kai Mackenzie-Lyle as well is also likely to leave the club. And Saidi and Laird, can we just extend the loan deal? No wage contribution, 9 months. I mean, end of the season. I don't want 9 months, I want the end of the season. There we go, right. Dean Laird is extending his deal. Saidi is hopefully going to be doing the same thing. No, is he out of contract? He's out of contract with Blackburn. So I feel like we're not going to be able to get Saidi unless we bring him in on a free transfer once his contract expires, which is highly unlikely. Anyway, that is going to do it for the end of Season 3. It didn't really end how we expected it to end, but we finished 5th in the table, way higher than anyone ever expected, so it's still a successful season. It just ended pretty badly. Thank you very much for watching this season. If you did enjoy, do please remember to leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you are new and you're enjoying, stick your comments down in the comment section below about how piss poor Joe Fryer was, and I will see you in Season 4 once again in the Vanarama National League. Thanks for watching.